In this guide, I'm going to walk through what methods return because there's a very subtle difference, and it may be something that you've noticed as you've been going through the course and you may have some questions about it. And it's something that's much more noticeable when you use either REPL or when you use IRB. And it's something that's really important to understand, especially later on when you're building real-world applications. I'm going to start by opening up an IRB session. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some methods. I'm going to create one method called def, and we'll just call this void method. It doesn't really matter what we call it. And here I'm going to, inside of it, say puts and say hey there. Hit end, and we have this method. Now, if I simply call void method, you'll see that it prints out hey there because that's what we put inside the method. And then right here, right next to this hash rocket, it prints out nil. So what exactly does this mean? This is something kind of interesting, especially if you've never paid attention to it and you've never noticed it. What the second line in IRB stands for is what gets returned from the method. And right here, we're not actually returning anything because puts doesn't return anything here. All we're doing is printing out this message, and that's it. And you may think it's not a big deal because it printed out hey there, and that's fine and that's good. But there's something really important to know. If I do another method, so I'm going to say def, and we'll say method with return. And inside of this, instead of doing puts, I'm going to say return. Now, this is something very important to know. You don't have to put return in Ruby. I'll show you this. I'll say return hey there. So I'm going to return the same thing. This is exactly the same as if I just typed here, because unlike certain different languages like Java or C or different things like that, we don't have to explicitly say return. But I'll do it just because I want it to be really explicit that we are returning something. We're not printing something out. So I'm going to say end, and now we have method with return. So now if I call method with return, you can see that it doesn't print anything out. The same way this printed out, that doesn't happen here. All we have is our hash rocket where it says hey there. So you may think that this is a waste of time going through this, but this is actually a very important concept because there's a key differentiation factor between these two methods. And it becomes very apparent when we start plugging these in as variables or anything like that. So, and the reason why I'm spending an entire episode dedicated just to this concept is because it's really important in a real world application. You don't really care what gets printed out because what gets printed out, this is more for debugging purposes. Usually only you're going to use puts when you want to print something out to the console. And unless you're just focusing on creating console applications, which very few of you probably will, then you don't really care about this. What you care about is actually what gets returned. So most of your methods you're going to write are going to look more like this, where it's returning a value that you can use later on in an application. You can plug it into a database query, or you can pass it in as a function, as an argument to a function, things like that. So now that we have this, let me show you why this is critical. Let's create a couple of variables. I'm going to create a variable called x, and I'm going to set x equal to our void method. And so now if I hit this, it's still fine. You notice how it gets printed out. And but now if I type in x, all that happens is that x prints out nil, and it doesn't really print anything out. It returns nil. So what exactly is happening? Even though void method right here, even though it has this puts hey there, because this doesn't return anything, it returns nil. When we call this later on, we don't actually get the hey there value. All we get is what's returned from that value. So now let's look at creating a variable called y, and I'm going to say set this equal to method with return. And now notice how this does not, if I type y and I just call this again, now the variable y is actually set to hey there. So the value that was returned from the method is now stored inside the variable. This is really critical to know when you look at things like this. Let's say that we wanted to call a method on X. So say we wanted to turn hey there into all uppercase characters. I can do X uppercase, and this is going to throw an error. Notice how it says undefined method uppercase for nil class. So what happened here is Ruby looked at X and it said, okay, I'm going to try to use this uppercase method on X. So anything that's inside of X, I'm going to run this method on. It went inside of it and it found nothing's inside of it because it's just nil, because that's what got stored in from our void method. Now let's see what happens if I do Y uppercase. If I do that, notice how it all works, and it returns and prints out here, hey there, and it's all in uppercase values because when we used y and we set y, we set it equal to a method that actually returned a value. Because it returned a value, that's what we're able to use. So as you're using IRB, this is a really critical thing to understand where this hash rocket comes in. This hash rocket is what is returning values. So that's what the difference is. That's the difference between printing something out for debugging purposes and the importance of what it means to have a value that's returned from a method.